Hello!
Happy spooky 13 days of Halloween!
Yay, day one! We're so excited, you all.
Yay!
We're like, the set is spooky?
The set is spooky. We are spooky. Our intro is spooky. Tell us what you thought about our new intro.
I am obsessed. And like, so part of it, we were like, we have to have something cool. And then we saw an edition this morning and I was like, holy crap.
What is this?
Yes, because we're like Halloween girls.
Yeah.
Like, and well, in fall. I love fall.
Yeah.
I'm more Halloween-y.
But I'm also the type of person, please don't get me wrong, I love Thanksgiving.
Oh,
but
yeah.
me, I am spooky season, Halloween, straight into Christmas.
Oh yeah, me too.
That is me.
That's a fact.
Like, to me, anymore Thanksgiving is just part of Christmas. It's just a pre-Christmas
It's a joint holiday.
It's a pre-Christmas celebration.
That is hilarious. So we've got 145 friends with us today.
Yay!
That's awesome. Are you guys so excited? I'm hoping y'all are here because you are also into fall and Halloween like we are.
Absolutely.
And we have a really, really cute project today. And honestly, this is like next level crafting to me, but not hard. It's just like, it's a good way to take your crafts to the next level.
It is.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing today is I'm actually going to be teaching you all how to screen print using your Cricut. So stick around. I am super excited about this. I really think you all are going to love it. I did forget to grab the sweatshirt, the puffy sweatshirt. So we did test. We did test out the new
Puff additive?
Speedball Puff additive. Yes. And listen, I'm digging it, y'all.
Me too. I'm like ready to make some puffy sweatshirts. I don't know if that's what you would call it, but I think that the puff style of screen printing is coming back in style.
Yeah.
Even just like screen printing in general has come back in style. It's kind of like a long lost art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we got so into sublimation for a while. Screen printing is like whenever they used to print the newspapers in the old days, it was like such a longer, it was not such a long process, but there's a lot more thought that goes into it and a lot more like you're using your hands and it's more of like a trade almost, like a little, I don't know. Yeah. I love it though. I love screen printing and it's a lot easier than I thought. I've always been very intimidated by it, but like very surprised.
Please don't get intimidated by this.
No.
So one thing is we are also running a sale for the 13 days of Halloween, and that is $30 off our yearly membership using code FALL. So what we're going to be, the cut file we're going to be using today is a Maker's Gonna Learn cut file. And this is actually one where you can make these, and right now, like the beginning of September would be a perfect time to make them to turn around and sell.
Oh yeah.
Like these are going to sell like hotcakes.
We've already been selling some.
And me and Elise have already been selling some.
I was wondering if you were going to say it, but we are always into making things, and like, especially me and Lauren together, like, we've been wanting to we've had these ideas kind of flowing, and we were like,
Yeah.
let's put out some spooky shirts. We put out a Hocus Pocus shirt, and then we did the dancing skeletons, and we did DTF for one and screen printing for one.
Yep.
And so people kind of have options, and we've done some pretty good
Listen,
sales.
we have a full-time job too, but we like to side hustle just like y'all.
Right.
So we're side hustling it up.
We are, and I love it. I really enjoy it. So
Yeah.
we've got lots of comments.
We do. So Lindsay asked, do we have new cut files today? Yes. Also, today is September 1, so we have 1,000 new cut files, new fonts, which there are like 2 or 3 that me and Alicia are both obsessed with.
I was trying to make a shirt before we went live, and I'm going to make it, and I'm probably going to wear it on Monday with one of our creepy fonts we got. It's called Creeper, and it's like drippy, and oh, it's just so good. It's spooky goodness. I love it. So lots of people don't care for Halloween, but love you guys.
Well, we love you too.
We love you guys too.
I feel like Halloween is one of those, it's either people love it or hate it. There's not really an in-between with that. And listen, that's perfectly fine. That's why we decided to do Falloween.
Yes.
So we still have a lot of fall in here. We do like to talk about spooky season a lot. We like the Halloween, but we are doing a whole lot of fall stuff too. So don't think that it's just Halloween, because it's not. We are doing fall stuff as well.
We were very intentional about making a perfect mixture. So we've got a couple of recorded videos that you guys are going to be able to watch this weekend when we won't be live with you, that are like double. So there's like a fall on one side and a Halloween on one side.
Yes.
So you can flop it around. You're not having to pull out more decorations, which I really like.
Yes.
But yeah.
And Mary Kate asked, do y'all have new fall and Christmas cut files? Yes, those should have been. We do have a section of new Christmas and fall cut files that was released with today's stuff. And then, of course, there will be more that is released in October, November. I'm sure more like October, we'll have a lot more Christmas.
Yeah, I think they'll probably start coming out. But we have a lot of like groovy Christmas that just came out that are so stinking cute. So you guys need to check those out. But should we get started?
Yeah, I think we need to go ahead and get started, because this could be one, this is a project that I feel like is something that you need to pre-plan for.
Yeah.
And let me just hop over here and let me explain everything to you. So so we can talk about the pre-planning.
I love your Starbs cup, by the way.
Oh, I brought out my spooky black studded Starbs cup today.
I brought mine out. Actually, I use this all the time, but I also have a Halloween cup today.
I normally don't bring out my black studded one a lot because it's my favorite. So I normally keep it up, but I brought my black cup out today.
I love it.
So this is the sweatshirt that we're gonna be making.
Love it.
I am obsessed. I feel like it gives a spooky vibe, but not. But with a happy heart. Spooky vibes with a happy heart.
Yes, it's not like horror movie vibe or anything like that.
No, it's the dancing skeletons, which I love. So what I was saying is, this is a project that if you are making more than one, this is something that you need to pre-plan for. And I'll kind of get more into that later, because you are going to be making your screen with your Cricut. And really and truly, if you're not dragging your ink, like constantly dragging ink, your screen needs to be washed. And so as you guys can see, I actually did a black on black with the puff additive.
Which looked amazing.
It does look amazing. You want to go grab that?
Yeah, let me grab it.
So, I did the black, and instead of going and washing it, or I didn't keep the ink on it, I took the ink off, and what I did is I set it down so that I could get that puff additive to puff up, because you have to add the heat to it. And I literally only let it set for maybe 5 to 7 minutes. And as you can see, it stained it. It didn't dry on it, but it did stain your screen. But that is okay. It's not a big deal. So that's what I mean when you are doing these sweatshirts, t-shirts, whatever, anything really with screen print. I would pre-plan and do multiples at one time, so you're not having to wash and take a chance on your stencil coming off, things like that. So we are, that's where I'm getting at making multiples. We did have someone ask, can we make our own screens? Yes. We actually, if you are a Maker's Gonna Learn member, we have a master class showing you how to make your own frames. So you can make your own frames. This one is a speedball frame, the ones we're gonna be using, and as you can see, this did dry. So this did dry, so I can't drag through this, but I'm just gonna drag the top part through this, and I'll show you how to later. But in the masterclass, if you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, you have access to our frame building masterclass where you can learn to build your own frames. Now, the cool thing about this is you can build the frames specific to whatever size you want. And then all you would do after that is you can buy screen print fabric on Amazon, a local craft store. Really, there's so many places you can buy that screen print fabric, because I've made like 4 or 5 screens ever since I started doing screen printing. And what you would do is you're just gonna take your screen, pull it tight. I staple mine to the sides. I don't nail them down. I just staple them to the sides, pull them as tight as I can, put the staples in, and then you can screen print on them. And then once you're done, if you're not using that screen anymore, you can just take those staples out pretty easy and reuse your frame. Or you can keep the screen in it. There's so many different things you can do.
And we go over screen printing on wood. So this is really, in our Maker University course, I should say. This is really good if you're wanting to sell signs and you're wanting to sell them in bulk. You can do white bases, black writing, and put a pretty wood frame around it, stained. And it's like, you can just pump out like 50,
So screen printing is not just for fabric. Screen printing you can do on paper, you can do on wood, you can do on canvas. There are so many different things that you can screen print. So don't think that screen printing is just for fabric. We just did it on fabric because that's what we were wanting to make. So let me show you. This is the black on black with puffy. And now that I'm looking at it like in the mirror, like with these lights in front of it, I'm even more obsessed with it.
Let me turn it to me. Oh yeah, it's like little shadow skeleton.
Yeah, it's just like, but I really like the monotone look. Like I really like it's just very, very subtle.
It's subtle, but still cute. And I brought the glitter additive, which I spilled literally everywhere over here. I didn't know how dusty it was. I grabbed it, and then I was looking for the puff additive so you could show them.
Oh, it's in the bottom. It's in my screen print drawer.
Oh, okay.
It's not a big deal. So the screen print additive, it just comes in a container that looks like this. If you wanted to use your screen print additive, all you do is you take, I think it's a 1:3 or 1:3 ratio, 3 parts your ink, 1 part puff additive. So it's really easy, but we're not going to get into a lot of that right now.
Someone was asking, said, I hope that's glow in the dark. And we literally talked about that.
Literally talked about doing a glow in the dark. But this is the question somebody asked. April asked, so if you get a stain on the screen, you cannot use it anymore. Okay, here's the difference. Let's go overhead. This one is just stained. So you can still see like it's just the paint just barely stained it. If you hold it up, I can still see where the paint will go through it. This one, I think when Tanner was shooting the video, he forgot to wash it. So this has dried on there, and there are places where paint will not go through this. So if you let it dry, it's not usable anymore. This is just stained. It is still usable. You still can use this, okay? So just keep that in mind. If your ink stains it, it's okay. You can still use it, especially because you can still see through the micro places in the screen. And here we have our design. Now this design, as I knock my drink over, this design I have already pre-cut because it does take a while to weed all of this. You are weeding the negative space, but since we're overhead, let's just go ahead and go over our materials for this, what we're going to be using today. So obviously we have permanent vinyl. We are going to be using permanent vinyl to make our screen. I will say, because I know I'm going to get the question, can you use HTV? I tried that. I thought it would be such a good idea. Let me just use HTV. That way when I go to wash my screen, there's no chance of this adhesive coming off. It's going to be perfect. What happens is the HTV does not give as big of a lip as the permanent vinyl. So what I'm saying is when you put this permanent vinyl, or if you feel the permanent vinyl, you can feel the ridge of where the vinyl starts and where it stops. So that is what's going to stop that ink from going any further. HTV is a lot thinner. So when you can heat and you can put HTV on screen print fabric. It actually did not melt it. It worked.
That surprises me, actually.
It does surprise me too, but it worked fine. What happens though is it does not have as big of a lip, I guess you could say, or as big of a ridge. So what happens is for some reason it just starts bleeding. So using HTV would be a good idea, but I tried it and it does not work.
That's interesting to me.
I thought for sure it was gonna work.
Right.
But it didn't. So we have this, so you'll need permanent vinyl. We have our sweatshirt here. We just grabbed this one. I think we got it from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, somewhere. Anyway, there's plenty of places online where you can get sweatshirts in bulk order. Amazon is also a good place if you can find them pretty cheap. We are working with a 12 by 24 inch mat today just because we are doing the oversized sweatshirt look. So we're doing the oversized sweatshirt look, so it's gonna be a bigger design. So I am working with a 12 by 24 mat. Of course, we have our Speedball screen print ink. Now, I have only ever used one other brand other than Speedball. I do love Speedball ink. The only other one I have used, I think, is called Jacquard, and it was a turquoise color. Loved it. Didn't have any issues with it, but Speedball is a great brand to start out with if you are new to screen printing. I also have our squeegee. Now, you don't have to have a Speedball squeegee. Actually, my favorite squeegee is a wooden handled one, but I just couldn't find it, so I just grabbed this one. But you are going to need a squeegee, and what this is going to do is this is going to pull our ink through the screen onto our medium that we're working with. I'm going to stop calling it our sweatshirt. I'm just going to say medium, because you all may want to do a t-shirt. You may want to do it on wood. You may want to do it on paper.
The process is pretty similar across the board. Yeah. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the process is still very, very similar.
Diana had a question.
Okay.
Is there a solution that you use to get the paint out of the screen after it dries?
There is, but we don't have any.
What's it called? Do you know what it's called?
It's a Speedball cleaner.
Okay.
That you can clean your screens with.
Okay.
We don't have any, so that's why
ours is messed
up. That's why ours is messed up, because we don't have any. But yes, there is a solution that you can buy. Now, let's go to one. Most people, when they do screen print, they will do the screen print transfer. So what you do is you would print that out on an inkjet printer, and then there is a photo solution, a photosynthetic solution that you put over your screens, put blue light or like a black light to it with that laying over it. It's a pretty long process. So that's why we're not doing a true screen print. I wanted to show you guys how to do it with your Cricut, because sometimes you may not have access to those lights, the special lights that you have to have, or, you know, so we're doing it with our Cricut. So if you are an expert in screen printing, just know
this is the easy way.
This is the easy way. I'm not an expert, but I wanted to bring you guys a way that you could do it with your Cricut. So this right here is going to be the most important thing that you have when you are doing it with your Cricut. Let's go overhead. This is our painter's tape. Your Scotch Blue painter's tape is going to be one of the most important things with this if you are screen printing with your Cricut. Okay, guys? So this is, which I feel like this is a must-have for any crafting.
I keep it
period.
I keep it in my back pocket. I use painter's tape every day for all the crafts.
I just need to start wearing it as a bracelet.
Yeah, like, can we make some cute Scotch tape bracelets?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Let's just make Scotch tape where we just have it as a bracelet and wear it around the office.
Bangles.
Yes.
Some people are asking if they need special paint, but you don't need special paint, but you do need ink. You're using Speedball ink.
Yes. So we're using the Speedball screen print ink.
And there's different colors. There's like tons of different colors that you can choose from.
Yeah. So this is, it's not, it looks like a paint.
It does look. It's like even the consistency of a paint.
Let's open it up and we'll look at the consistency.
And April, you don't use different inks for different mediums that I'm aware of. Use the same. It's the same ink, Speedball ink or whatever screen printing ink you want to use.
Okay. So, are they seeing this? Like this is she a thick boy.
Yeah, it's thick. Almost thicker than paint.
It is thicker than paint.
It's goopy.
It's goop. Yeah. It's goopy. But this is the consistency of it. It's very thick, but this is a special screen print ink. Okay. So now that we have gone over our materials, and I swear I feel like this is one of those that the materials, it's pretty minimal. Honestly.
It really is. We were like just saying it feels like we don't have all of our supplies, but we do.
Your HGV or your permanent vinyl and your matte, you're going to have. So you are going, I mean, you may even have some frames laying around that you aren't using that you could use for.
If you can put a staple gun to it and staple it, you can use it.
And it's flat on the back.
Right. And
as long as your frame is flat on the back and you can put a staple gun to it, you don't have to have a special Speedball screen.
I guarantee y'all have 1x2s laying around your house. All you've got to do is connect it. And I'm like, all you got to do is make a frame. All you got to do is, but you really, I mean, if you've got pieces of wood laying around, you can connect them and then add that fabric over top of it. Yeah. It's super easy to make a screen.
So Megan asks, sorry if I missed this, what other types of mediums other than clothing does screen print ink work on? Do you have to always heat set it? So, screen print works obviously on clothing. We have done it on wood. We have worked with it on paper, or like if you're wanting to frame something like a matting, like a paper matting. And what else have we done it on?
I'm trying to think. I'm racking my brain.
That's pretty much the main three things that I think majority of people use it on. As far as heat setting it, I take a heat gun to, I took a heat gun to both of those to dry them, which I'm assuming is heat setting those. But I did not personally put them in a press afterward to set them.
Right.
I just let them, I took a heat gun to them to dry them. So
Charlotte made a good point about it being thick. It would go, the screen printing ink is a little bit thicker because otherwise whenever you run it down the screen, it's going to seep underneath your stencil. Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and we're going to hop over into Design Space. And I'm going to show you guys what you're going to need to do with your whatever you guys are going to be making. So we have this already made. As you can see, I made this quite some time ago. So let's go ahead, add this to our canvas. I already have this sized the way that I want it. So I'm actually going to be cutting this on a 12 by 24 inch mat. So I'm within my 11.5 inches in height. So that's going to go across. But it's not really much more than a 12 by 24 inch mat. Now, if you were making a screen, I would make my screen large enough to fit this all in one time. We don't have a screen here that fits this all in one swipe. So I'm going to show you guys what I did, and you all can do this too. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to cut this off, add it to a separate screen, and then we will go from there. But one thing that I definitely want to kind of let you guys know, I'm going to add in a text, not to this sweatshirt. I'm just going to show you what you're going to need to do because this is very important. So let's just do Alicia. So when you are adding your stencil to your screen before you screen print, here's where I want to kind of let you guys know what to do. So let's go overhead. So when we are adding our stencil to our screen, okay, we're not adding it inside here. We're actually going to be adding it to the back. So think about it. We're adding permanent vinyl to the back. So what do you think we would need to do to our vinyl?
Pick me.
Anybody?
Reflect the image. Mirror your image.
Yes, yes. So if we had a text, if you were doing a text on your shirt and we're putting the sticky side of the vinyl on the back and it said Alicia perfectly this way, well, guess what we're going to do? We are going to flip it. And what is that going to do to our letters?
Gonna be backwards.
It's going to be backwards. So when you pull it, you're going to have your words backwards. So back over to Design Space. We have Alicia. What we're going to do, just going to weld that together right there. What you're going to need to do, go ahead and design everything the way that you want it. Let's just say we had it on the bottom underneath. And then we go to make it. Once you go to make it, we're actually going to, let's see, continue. So we're not going to cut it that way. You're going to mirror. And the reason I say mirror it now before you go choose your material is because if you go choose your material before mirroring it, it's not going to give you the, hey, you need to mirror your image, like it does when you are doing HTV. So when you're doing HTV, it tells you, hey, you need to mirror your image.
But we're not using HTV.
But we're not using HTV.
Right.
So I'm trying to get to this spot where you all can see what I'm talking about. The mesh you can get, it is called screen print.
I've searched screen print fabric and found
screen print fabric, screen print, I think silk maybe. I don't.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
I think
printing
it's technically screen print silk.
That's the official.
You can get that Amazon, craft store. I mean,
I've never found it at Hobby Lobby, but I did buy it in bulk on Amazon. I got a bunch on Amazon.
We did get a whole bunch at Amazon. So what I'm saying is, let's just go to Everyday Iron-On. You all see it tells you right here. Make sure to mirror is turned off. So if we go back and we type and we put premium vinyl, it doesn't tell us to mirror it. So that's why I'm saying if you are doing this, it is best to mirror it before you go. And you need to mirror all of these. Really and truly, our skeletons, they can go either way.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. And I can show you. I think one of these I mirrored and one of these I did not. So why don't you come up here and hold them? Hold one for me and I'll hold the other.
Okay. I got glitter all over.
So some images, oh, you did. It's okay.
Sorry.
See, some images it's okay if you mirror and some it's okay if you don't. This one, see,
you can tell his arm is going this way like this. He's like, hey, and this one's like, hey.
So this one is one, like, if you forget to mirror, you know what?
It's fine.
It's not that big of a deal.
It's fine.
It's really if you have a text in your design is what is going to be the most important when mirroring, to mirror your image when you are screen printing. So now that we've discussed that, what we're gonna do, like I said, guys, this is just permanent vinyl. I sized my design the way that I wanted it. You guys can size accordingly. Me and Alicia really enjoy our oversized sweatshirts.
The bigger, the better.
The bigger, the better. So, of course, our design needed to be a little larger. If I was doing this on a size small sweatshirt, that would be way too big. Mm-hmm. Like, you definitely need to size it down. So measure your area according to how large the t-shirt is, sweatshirt, whatever. And then, oh my goodness.
What?
I've lost both my little noses on this design.
Oh.
Somewhere between here and there. They don't have noses. It's okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to prepare our screens. I did forget something.
Transfer
tape. I did forget transfer tape. So while she's grabbing us the transfer tape, let's talk about this little guy right here. Let's talk about him. Y'all, it's the 13 days of Halloween, and you know that we literally can't have an event. We can't do anything without giveaways. Yes, you heard me. we can't do anything without doing giveaways. So what did we do?
We made a giveaway wheel.
The giveaway wheel.
I think you went the wrong way. I was like, why does it sound so aggressive? Yeah.
We have the giveaway.
I love it.
So y'all are either gonna get tricked or
Or you gonna get tricked.
Oh, I'm
you
gonna get tricked. Okay.
Listen, if you don't land on a treat, Lauren's gonna get tricked.
Stop.
Or whoever's
Okay.
hosting. I might get tricked this week too. Y'all don't never know.
Of course, it has to be me first. You know what? Today is a fitting day. Today is a fitting day, y'all. Today is my 1 year anniversary here at Makers Gonna Learn.
Yeah, official.
Official 1 year anniversary here at Makers Gonna Learn. So I'm excited.
That's
I found
awesome.
it.
It's a big day. It's a big day around here.
It is. It's a pretty big day.
It's Halloween, 1 year anniversary.
Yep.
What else is it? Oh, file release. You know,
File
all the fun
release.
things.
It's a huge day.
I love it.
Huge day. Okay, so now we'll head back overhead. What we're gonna do, we are going to, I'm pretty sure I'm committing a cardinal sin here.
What?
I'm pretty sure these are fabric scissors.
We were just talking about that.
Y'all didn't see that. Y'all did not see that.
We don't discriminate. Our scissors can be used for any medium around these parts.
No, my fabric scissors are by themselves.
Lauren's are guarded, but
Mine are
the rest
guarded.
are free range.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if I can get this transfer tape off, maybe in a minute.
Everyone's saying, happy anniversary. Someone
Thank
even said,
you.
Jamie said, I can't even remember when you weren't here.
Aww, that makes me so happy.
It's been a while. Is that a Nickelback song?
Yes.
Every time I say it's been a while, I sing it like the Nickelback song.
Well, every time I hear it's been a while, I think of a scary movie. It's been a while. Okay.
Oh, man.
Y'all, I lost part of his hips, too.
His pelvic floor.
His pelvic floor is gone. This is the only thing. You have to be careful with this design because there are pieces that will move around, and I'll move them around in a minute. It's okay. We're
They
just
look like their pelvics look like little butterflies.
They do. They do look like butterflies. Okay.
Megan said she thinks that's by Stained. Listen, if you,
Maybe it is.
y'all have to look it up. I know my dad listened to it.
Oh, I know I listened to it.
Oh, well, me too. But I like when I was little. I feel like that's like when I heard it.
Or is it Three Doors Down?
No, it's not Three Doors Down.
It's not.
I gotta find it.
Okay, what I'm doing, now this is something that you all don't have to do. I'm doing this because this whole thing will not fit on the back of this screen. So I found it easier for this to separate out the stars and the little moon. And then I'm just doing the skeleton guys on the bottom half of this screen, and then I'm doing the stars on a second half. They said it is.
It is. I found it. It's Stained. Y'all are right. But yeah, they all sound exactly the same. It's like all...
I'm sorry, but I still love them.
I know. Oh, me too.
People hated on Nickelback there for the longest time, and I was just like...
Me and my sister have this exact discussion. And we're
I don't
like,
hate
you guys
them.
are just a bunch of haters.
Okay. Once we get that down, you know, we take anything around here to burnish our stuff down with. So I'm taking the edge of this screen print thing, and I'm going to burnish that guy down. And then we're going to start pulling it up off of here.
Carol said, no more caffeine for you two. Love your energy. I actually only had a chai tea latte this morning, Carol, so that's like not even as much as I normally. I had 2 Red Bulls yesterday.
She did have 2 Red Bulls yesterday.
But I was fine.
So,
it's because we're a little
don't come
ADD.
for us.
I think the caffeine calms us down a little bit.
I only had coffee both days. Today I had my...
Your black coffee?
My cold black coffee like my soul.
We need a cut file that says, I like my coffee black like my soul. We need to have a cut file that says that.
Mine needs to say cold and black.
Cold and black.
People think I'm upset, like crazy, like insane for liking it, but I do.
Yeah.
I do.
It's
okay.
different.
So now that we have this pulled up, we are going to lay it down on our screen. Really, you can lay this anywhere. I'm not laying it where those other ones went. Now, this is key. Don't burnish down this side, okay? You don't want to loosen up your screen. So what you're gonna do, lay this down, we're gonna flip it over. Y'all, that looks crazy. Where that is stained. That looks...
It's trippy because it's like not really gonna be there. Oh,
sorry. Yeah.
What a terrible, awful sound.
That bothers you?
I can't.
Okay. Anyway, I'll use my hands.
Listen, do what you gotta do. I'll make it, I think.
So we are burnishing this down, and then what we're gonna do is come back over. Now this is where I think it is, this is where I love using my transfer tape that I've already used.
Because it's not as sticky?
Yeah.
Kath Freeman says, I blinked when you said what the paper you put the skeletons on was. She's using permanent vinyl and transfer tape.
Yep, I'm trying to get this down.
I didn't realize the backer of the vinyl was blue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think is that Caesar we're using? I think most of theirs has a blue backer, which is really helpful, especially if you're using white vinyl because is it trying to stick really bad?
Yeah, it's just where this is new. Let me try this real quick. See if this helps. I really like using the 143
burnishing tool.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, me and that brayer have been friends. I've been using that brayer like a bunch lately. If you don't have a brayer, just get one. They flatten especially if you like cut a lot of fabric with your Cricut, they're really good for rolling your fabric out flat and whenever you're trying to get your transfer
Actually,
down.
if you don't care to run out there and grab that 143.
The 143 burnishing tool?
The squeegee.
Yeah.
So this is where it can get a little tricky. Sometimes it doesn't like to stick. And I'm really not sure why. So using that burnishing tool is very, very helpful. There you go. Thank y'all.
Our AC's out today, so
yes.
It's actually feeling pretty good right now. So, feeling good. Also, it's my birthday month.
It is.
I'm gonna be 30 this month. It's just weird being 30, you know? Like when you're not 30, you're like, wow, they're 30. And then you're 30 and you're like, wait, what? What do I do? Like,
we've already been through this. I've been through this.
It's so weird. I need emotional support from Lauren because she's already 30, so she gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack Ridge says, where can I find the giveaways? We have not done the giveaway yet. We're going to do it probably towards the end of, we'll do it after our craft is done. We're going to spin the wheel, and then we have a lot of prizes in our little pumpkin. Did you tell them?
I told them about the wheel. I didn't tell them about the pumpkin.
Okay, we've got a little pumpkin, so if we spin it and it goes on treat, we're going to dip our hand in the pumpkin and pick something out. We've got lots of different things. I want to say there's Cricut, there's makers, there's printers, there's just cutting mats, weeding tools, there's purses, blankets. So lots of fun stuff, like nice purses, like Coach purses, okay?
Yes.
Not just any old purse. So
like at some point, we're going to be giving away everything in the, I'm pretty sure we're giving away everything in the pumpkin.
We're gonna try to, yes. So, and this is day 1 of 13 days. So what we're gonna be doing is we'll be live with you all on the weekdays, and then Saturday and Sunday we've already done videos of projects. So like this weekend we'll have 2 coming out on Saturday and Sunday. And normally we only have 1 coming out on the weekend, so that's pretty nice. And then on the following weekend we'll have 2 more.
And we're also going live with you guys on Monday. It is Labor Day, And normally we have off on Labor Day as well, but we thought, man, this is gonna be the perfect time. This is also during Halloween. This is gonna be the perfect time to go live with our friends because, I mean, y'all, most of y'all will be off work, so that's gonna be a big crafting day, I have a feeling.
Yes. Oh, I think so too, because people are just gonna be at home, chilling. Sin said, I'm not sure that's right about giving away everything in the pumpkin.
Oh.
We're gonna be, I think there's 20 things.
Okay, well maybe we won't give away all 20.
Yeah, but there's lots and lots of good stuff, so.
But we have options.
Right. And if you all are new here, like if this is your first time here, we are running a fall special for our 13 days of Halloween. Use the code FALL. You're gonna get $30 off your yearly membership, which makes us wanna learn. We are a crafting membership, and basically we're just having lots of fun here all the time.
All the time.
Now we're on the YouTube channel a lot, but we also have a private Facebook group that we're like heavily involved in. Me and Lauren and everybody on the team is always in there commenting and, you know, interacting with you all. So I have a lot of fun in the Facebook group.
Oh, I do too. I have so much fun in the Facebook group.
Like if you ever ask questions in there, we try to answer them personally. So if you ever see Alicia, that's me, and then Lauren, and Sadie is on it. Sadie does our TikToks and stuff. So a lot of times if you get comments back, it's us.
Yeah,
we're real people.
We're real people. We love chatting and talking with you guys. So
Kim says, Lauren, you are really patient.
Yeah. Normally it's not this hard. I'll just be real honest.
You did it. You made it to the end.
Okay.
You made it.
So just to make sure that this is down, I'm gonna go through here with this laying down, and I'm gonna make sure that all of that is good and down. Yes, it does look trippy with the black skeletons and this going through, but just hear me out. Hang with me. I promise it's normally. So we're just going through.
I've done a few simple screen print images, but really want to try multicolor design. And you actually have a video coming out over multiple color screen prints, right?
I do. I just filmed a video a couple weeks ago where I am teaching you all how to do multicolor screen print. It literally, the reason it's not come out yet is because of Halloween, and also because we knew that we were going to be doing this design, which is a single layer, one color design. So we knew we were gonna be doing it, and we wanted to do it first so you all get your feet wet with single color and then jump into your multicolor.
Yes.
So here is one of the most important parts. Once you have this down, what we are gonna do now is we are going to take our painter's tape. Now it doesn't have to be the blue Scotch painter's tape. I have some frog tape here. I'm probably gonna use the frog tape on the smaller sides. So what I'm doing now is you are going to take your blue painter's tape and we are going to tape off any place that we don't want screen print ink. So
what would happen if you taped it on the other side?
I couldn't tell you. I've only ever taped it on this side.
So you normally tape it on the side?
I tape it on the inside, yes.
Okay.
I tape it on the inside, that way I can get a really good crease in here, and I know it's not going to bleed through that. So I am just running this through here, taping off my edges. Now if you had an area of this skeleton that you didn't want, so let's just say you wanted the two skeletons on the edge, you could even tape off that middle skeleton.
Right.
And then pull the tape up if you wanted to do it again with all three.
Yeah.
So we are just taping off the edges that we do not want paint.
And that's you were saying that's how you would do like multiple colors, right?
I did teach you all with the multiple color screen print video that will be coming out. I did tape off, I think the file that I used was a little bit of Dolly, a whole lot of Miranda.
Yes.
Like there were words, and I wanted the name Miranda and the name Dolly to be two different colors, and then the rest of the design was white. So I was able to tape off. You know what might be easier? I just now thought of this. They might be able to see it a little bit better. There we go. Get that blue behind there.
There you go.
So, yeah, I just taped off the word Dolly and Miranda and pulled, or no, I did the white first, and then I had Dolly and Miranda on the same screen. Taped off Miranda, did the Dolly in hot pink, and then taped off Dolly and did Miranda in turquoise.
And it's so pretty.
So cute.
I love it. Katrina said that she tapes hers on the back and it works great. So there you go.
That's great.
Yeah. And
I will definitely be doing that next time. I've just personally only ever done it on the front.
Yeah, just as long as it's covered. As long as it's covered. But someone mentioned the green frog tape, and I love the green frog tape. I don't use it for crafting because I feel like it's more expensive. Like in my brain, I feel like when I'm at the store, the green frog tape's a little bit pricier than the blue tape.
Right.
But the blue painter's tape is really good for crafting, especially if you're using it all the time.
I use green frog tape a lot too, though.
When I paint, I'm like on the frog tape. I didn't even know we had frog tape here, honestly.
I have it in my drawer.
She's been hoarding it. You've been hiding it from me.
I've been hoarding the frog tape. Okay. I think my thing just come unclipped.
Oh no.
My mic.
Julian Jackson. The last time I did screen printing was when I was a senior in school in the 1980s in the UK. So it's been a while. Here's your refresher course, Julian Jackson.
It's coming back. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to just turn around. See that corner? I think I'm just going to
do it.
Let's go ahead and tape it on the back too.
Cindy says, I have all the supplies for so long in my stash. This has given me the courage to try it.
These are things that we absolutely love to hear.
Yes,
this is what makes everything worth it for us.
Mm-hmm.
So please, like, if this is something, let us know. Like, tell us, did you get the courage? Did you gain courage to do something? I love to hear it.
Yeah, me too.
Love to hear it. So this is not necessary, can I just say. I'm just double taping because I don't know. I really don't know.
And back there, you're going to want to really make it flat, right? Because it won't transfer smoothly if it's not flat enough.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So this double taping is not necessary. I just did it for funsies. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to lay out my sweatshirt or my medium, whatever medium you're using. We're going to make sure it lays nice and flat.
Tracy said, I'm not sure I have enough patience for this, but you know what the beauty in screen printing is? There's a lot of prep work, and then once you have it, you can just boom, boom, boom. You can bust it out. You could do like, I could have brought you 4 sweatshirts, and we could do them right now.
So once this is done, once you have your screen done, this is what I'm saying. It's a lot of prep work, like she said at the beginning. And this is why I said pre-planning is absolutely key when it comes to this. If you plan on making multiples, you need to pre-plan. Make sure you know exactly how many sweatshirts or shirts or whatever you're going to make. Have them all ready to go. Heck, if you have someone there helping you, just pull it, pop it up, make sure it looks good. Have somebody else grab the shirt, lay another one down for you. Boom. Again, keep going.
Yeah.
You don't have to take the ink off. You don't have to add. You can add as much to this screen, and then just keep pulling it up, back down, pull it again. Yep. You could do 10 once you're done. If you have someone helping you, easily do 10 in like 5 or 10 minutes.
And you can save that ink after you're done, right?
Yes, I do save my ink. So once I'm done, I save my ink. What did I do with my ink, actually?
Surely it's up there.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
I've seen it.
There it is. Oh. It was covered up by my thing. So I save my ink. I scoop it up, put it back down in there.
Does it go bad? Megan was asking if screen printing ink goes bad.
I couldn't even tell you. This has, okay, I will say this. This screen print ink, especially the white, has been here since before I started with Maker's Gonna Learn, and I still use it and have no problem with it.
Okay. So at least a year.
At least it stays at least a year. It stays at least a year. Can you add other colors to make the whites a different color? So they have more colors than just white.
Yeah.
They have all different kinds of colors for screen print. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my ink. I've got a plastic spoon, and I'm just going to add it up here to the top. So I'm kind of lifting this up, and I'm just going to kind of drag it as evenly as possible across the top right here. Okay? It's getting a little too close to that. So we're gonna add some more here. I'm going to kind of pick this up, spread this around.
So you've used 2 spoonfuls so far, right?
2 spoonfuls so far, yeah.
That's probably going to be like pretty standard for like a t-shirt or a
Yep.
sweatshirt if you're doing something this size.
Yeah. Okay, so I have my screen where I want it. I'm just going to raise this up, and this part right here is also key. The reason being is because the first time I ever did this, I did not do this, and it didn't turn out as, I didn't feel like it turned out as crisp. So kind of raise your screen up where you're at. I'm going to take my squeegee and I'm going to flood, this is the technical term for this, I'm going to flood my screen, okay? So we are flooding our screen. Okay, it's covered up, we're flooding the screen, and then I'm going to lay it back down where I want it, and then with a good amount of pressure, and you can see my screen print ink is mainly on this side, I'm going to come through here, good pressure, and we're going to pull this down. Ooh. Still have your screen print, yeah. You're gonna pull this down. Now I like to go back through, drag it a couple times.
Can you overdo this?
If you don't have enough pressure on your screen, it can kind of gloop up.
Okay.
So just make sure you're doing a good amount of pressure, dragging it.
I love screen printing because it's like a permanently on there, yep. Opposed to like HTV. It's not gonna come off in the wash.
Now what I'm gonna do before I pull this up, I'm going to take my spoon. You might have to go to number 1 for this because I can't put it in the middle. We'll go to our first camera. I'm going to take my spoon and I'm literally just dragging this ink back into the pot.
That makes me so nervous. Don't spill it.
I mean, I probably do as I say, not as I do. Don't do it on top of your sweatshirt like I'm doing.
That like to live our life on the edge.
Living my life on the edge. Okay. Now, I'm going to lay this to the side. I really need some paper towels.
Hand it to me. It's making me nervous.
Get some paper towels. Now what I'm going to do is I'm even going to come in here, and there was some extra screen printing ink right there. I'm going to scrape it off of this screen too. Listen, y'all know I don't like to waste. Waste not, want not. Now, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? So, one other thing.
Ooh, that looks so good.
It is okay if you have a little, like a piece that you didn't pull. What I'm going to do is you can actually grab a paintbrush. I'm going to grab a paintbrush.
That looks amazing. I'm taking that one home with me. I just went to rinse off the thing, but I saw a few of y'all had commented.
Okay. So what you can do if you mess up down here in the corner, I'm just taking the lid to this with a paintbrush, and I'm just going to touch this part up.
Happy little accidents, in the words of Bob Ross.
But we can make it look like there wasn't an accident.
Everyone loves it. So cute, so cool. That looks great. Woohoo.
I can hear Tanner. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Who says, woohoo!
Woohoo!
Love it.
And so now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to also grab a heat gun. I keep going back and forth.
What do you guys think? I am obsessed with this. It is so stinking cute. And the dancing skeletons are like perfect in time for Halloween. Honestly, I would wear this all year though. That's just me. I have my skeleton cup. This is from the good old Cracker Barrel. And I use this cup year round. So this doesn't have to be a Halloween sweatshirt. You can wear it anytime.
Listen, we made the sweatshirt, the original sweatshirt like forever ago.
Yeah. Like
so what I'm doing now is I'm just coming in here with a heat gun and I am going to dry this.
Mary Kate said, "Where's Tanner? Did he just walk in?"
No.
Oh, he didn't. He's busy. He'll be here. I think he'll be here tomorrow for. We're doing leather pennant flags tomorrow.
Yes, me and Tanner will be here tomorrow. So one thing that, now that I'm getting up close and looking at this, it doesn't look as crisp as my other ones. And I think I know why.
Why?
And I want to tell you guys. So let's go. Are we on camera one? So I was trying to completely wash out the black for you guys and kind of testing different methods of washing the screens without having the actual screen print, like stuff that we wash with. And I had some Dawn Power Wash that I let sit on that screen, and I think that caused it to not stick as well. I think that's what caused my vinyl to not stick as well.
I want to see it close.
See what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess so. I think you're being hypercritical because it looks really good. Like, even beside this, I feel like it looks really good, which this has been sitting forever, so that's not fully cured yet. But like,
well, what I'm getting at is, I don't think I would try to wash my screens with Dawn Power Wash if you plan on trying to stick more stuff to them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what, just soap or just water?
Just water, yeah. So really and truly, I should have already taken that to the sink and washed it if I was not continually pulling ink through it.
Right.
Okay.
That's why you want to have so much prep work done. If you're going to be doing multiple signs, multiple sweatshirts, like you need to have your 10 shirts that you're going to be screen printing sitting beside you ready to go.
Yes.
That way when you're done, you can go straight to the sink and rinse your screen print and rinse your squeegee off and all that.
Yep.
What is your best advice for not letting the screen shift on your shirt?
For not letting it shift is what my best advice is. If you have your screen, and I'm going to use this that we don't have anything on, I would put it down. I would keep a good firm pressure. Now, a lot of people actually put their screens on hinges.
Yes.
And have it like a heat press so it raises and closes.
Yeah.
On its own. Now, if I was doing screen printing, like a lot of screen printing, then that's what I would do. I would put it on hinges.
Yeah.
And do it this way.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
But if you're just doing it yourself, I would place it where I want it, hold it up, keep good pressure here. Remember, if we're flooding, I would keep a good amount of pressure kind of pushed back on my shirt, flood my screen, and then leave my squeegee sitting in my screen and then push it down. I mean, it's a lot of, you have to kind of have more of a steady hand with it, but that's what I would do to keep it from moving as much.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. So now what you would do is you're just going to repeat the same process if you do like I did and cut this design into multiple. Really and truly, I think that looks cute just by itself.
I think so too. And someone mentioned to put Santa hats on it.
Do I need to do that? That would be super cute.
You could just leave it and we'll put Santa hats on it and we can wear it at Christmas.
It would still be cute with the stars though.
Oh yeah. What if we got like a Santa sleigh and some reindeer going?
Oh my gosh, that would be adorable.
This is how ideas develop around here.
This is how we have ideas. You could flood it off the shirt and then place it. The only thing, if you are doing, if you're doing a single design, you could do it that way. If you are doing multiple colors on a design, flooding it off the shirt then does not allow you to see the placement and does not allow you to, it makes it a lot harder to place it.
It's 100 degrees in here.
It is seriously, y'all.
Oh my goodness. I had to grab a charger because I want to see y'all's comments, but my computer's trying to go.
Oh, did it die?
It's trying to.
Trying to die.
It's trying to die on me.
So now what I'm doing is, see, that didn't You need to make sure you get all the air bubbles out as well when you're placing this down. Try your best to get all the air bubbles out. And then we're going to pull this up. Y'all, I hate these mics.
Oh, did it fall down into your shirt?
Yeah, and I just got screen print ink on my shirt. It's okay.
Oh, no.
You know what we're doing? We're going to place the mic on the outside. There we go.
We're going to try some.
Now it's not going to run away.
I feel like you do that every time. We're like, just put it on the outside. We just need to start doing it from the beginning.
I know. Okay. You know what? I don't think it's the, oh, maybe it is.
Everyone wants glow in the dark. They have glow in the dark screen printing ink, and we got it after the fact. Right? We have some?
I don't think we do. I don't think I ordered it. I talked about it, but I don't think I ordered it.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get some. We should get some. I think that would be really fun.
So, okay, here's a good example of what you can do. You see how I've got this right here? With this being, this is a single layer design, so it doesn't really matter. So I just pulled that up, and you can see these bubbles. We're just going to get all these air bubbles out, flip it back over, and then burnish it down really, really good.
One of the reasons I love to watch y'all is because you just keep on going, even with the issues. Listen, Kim, we got to keep on going.
You know what? I'm going to just tape the back. Which friend said that they just taped the back?
Oh, gosh. Who said that? If you said that initially, let us know. I can't remember who said
I'm just going to tape the back on this one. And we're going to test her out.
I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be great.
But when I learned how to do it, she taped the back.
See, when I learned how to do it, I was always told to tape the front. But it's okay.
And yeah, I think either way, if it messes up this time, then we'll know.
Then we'll know not to do it the next time.
I love that.
There was an old show. I feel like I talk about random stuff like this all the time. There was an old show that my mom used to watch. Dang it.
What was it?
I can't remember who the character was, but he would, I'm sure it was somebody in here will know it. He would always say, until the next time. But I can't remember what it was. Was it?
I don't know, but
so my mom used to always walk around the house. If we said the next time, she'd say, the next time.
You need to show everyone your Peg Bundy costume.
Oh my gosh.
You have to. We should, you know what? We should reach into the archives and find our best Halloween costumes and like get some pictures.
Yes.
Like we should show everybody our favorite Halloween costume pictures.
Yes. So, anyway.
Katrina's the one who said to tape it on the back. So Katrina, this one
goes out to you. This goes out to Katrina. I would love to see people, our members, like in our Facebook group. Maybe we can do it closer to Halloween, like have everybody share their best Halloween costumes and do like some kind of little giveaway.
That is a good idea. I love seeing people's costume ideas. I love it. And I'm a costume DIYer, so I like to make my costume every year.
Yes. So what Alicia was talking about, when I was in was it the 5th grade or was it the 4th grade? 5th or 4th grade. I really can't remember which grade it was. Me and my mom, which I'm the oldest of 3 girls, so sometimes things got pushed back. Anyway, it was very last minute. We realized that I didn't have a Halloween costume, and it was literally the day before Halloween. Literally the day before Halloween. I remembered that we had a hee-haw, that's it. Candy said it, that's the show.
Though the show is called Hee Haw.
Yes, because I remember watching Hee Haw, but I couldn't think. I was wanting to say Bonanza or something.
That's
anyway,
hilarious.
It was Hee Haw, yes. Anyway, I remembered that we had a bright red wig at our house. So me and my mom went to, there's a thrift store. It's called the Shepherd's Corner. It was in where I grew up. Anyway, we went to a thrift store. My mom got a crushed velvet green tracksuit. we found some red high heels, and she stuffed my bra and everything and stuffed my butt, and I went to school as Peg Bundy the next day. Literally, none of the other kids knew who I was, but
the teachers
lost it.
That is hilarious.
I won Halloween that year. Yes, I will need to break out that costume.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay, back to crafting. We're not going to talk about how hot it is or Halloween anymore.
We're about to be wrapping it up. We'll be this part, and we're gonna do our giveaway.
So now, all I'm doing is I'm placing my stars. Are we overhead? So what I like to do, I see where this part, the upper part of this arm is. So what I like to do is I like to pull this up so I know it's lined up. Now, if you wanted to, this is a great way. With this design specifically, it shouldn't be cut in half, but if you are doing a multiple screen design, it's a good idea to have a registration mark up at the top. I teach you all how to do that registration mark in the one where we do multiple colors. So once again, this one will probably only need about 1 spoonful. So I'm just popping this all through here. That should be enough. As you can see, I did not tape down on the bottom because I do not plan to
you need your
pull
squeegee.
it down toward the bottom. And then here in a minute. Yes, I love making my own costumes. Like that is, you don't have to wipe it off, Alicia, it's fine.
It was wet.
Oh, okay. If it's
because I was rinsing
If it was wet, there might be an issue.
It might not be completely dry.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're good. So what I'm doing, we're just flooding our screen. This is actually probably a lot of screen printing ink. Popping it down and then pulling this bad boy. Making sure I get over here in the corners since I missed the corners the last time.
Are you dressing up for Halloween this year?
Is that a real question?
Well, I hadn't heard what you were going to be yet. You know, I
don't know what I'm going to be yet because I'm a last minute person. I have no clue.
Lauren can really come through last minute. Me, I plan like 18 months ahead. I was planning this year's costume before last Halloween happened.
If you look,
what?
We're just going to do this.
Okay.
Look at there. Nope, I got it. I got it. It's good. We good.
Okay.
We good. No, I'm a last minute plan. I don't plan costumes. Listen, I think me and Asher, we dressed up as, because he's the type of kid, he doesn't know what he wants to do until very last minute.
Oh, honey.
How cute. So he didn't decide he wanted to be an Oompa Loompa until 2 days before Halloween.
How did you even find anything to wear for
I made it. I dyed his shirt.
Oh yeah, you showed me this.
He wore a pair of girls' pants because that's the only white pants I could find was a pair of girls' jeans.
That is
so he
hilarious.
wore a pair of girls' jeans. I dyed his shirt and his socks, made them the day of Halloween, found a top hat at Walmart.
Found a top hat.
Found a top hat at Walmart. Took curtains. I took curtains and made a neck, like a bow.
Yeah.
Because I could only find curtains the color I wanted. So I took took some curtains, cut it off, made that. And I did go to a Halloween store and have to find a purple trench coat, but I found one.
Oh yeah. That's awesome though.
But other than that, I made all of it.
Wait, was he Willy Wonka or was he?
No, I was Willy Wonka.
Oh.
He was an Oompa Loompa.
I love that.
I was old school Willy Wonka. Not new school Willy Wonka.
Yeah, we're old school Willy Wonka. Well,
Yeah.
not Johnny Depp Willy Wonka, even though I love him.
Jill, I would say you could, but the thing with the heat gun is it gets very hot, so it like heat sets the ink, so it allows it to heat set. So I would, maybe to dry it, but to heat set it, I would think you would need a
heat gun.
Yeah.
Carol's asking what my daughter Ruby is going to be for Halloween. She's got 2 costumes because I'm a psycho. We're going to be as a family. We're going to have her as a flamingo. I will be Chiquita Banana and my husband will be a tourist. And then our other outfit is she's going to be a bat and we're going to be vampires, I think. Like bat/vampire situation. So that's the plan. Should we do the giveaway up here?
Yeah, let's do the giveaway over here.
So if you guys...
Are we doing it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is perfect. I'm just going to scooch this stuff over. So we have our wheel, and Lauren is gonna spin. Now, if she spins a trick, I have a trick up my sleeve, okay? And then if she spins treat, which today, since it's the first day, we're gonna spin until we get a treat.
Megan, I don't know as far as the heat press, but you know what? I'm gonna find that for you. We will find that for you. Yeah. And you know what? I will try to heat set that one that we just did, so we can give you exact temperatures, times, and all of that stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready. I just really don't want tricks. Don't tell me. Actually, I'm not gonna look. You just gotta tell me. Is it gonna be a treat or is it gonna be a trick? It's a treat!
Yay! It's a treat! Yay! Okay. Okay, no tricks today. So
no tricks today.
So Lauren's going to draw out of the pumpkin something fancy. I hope it's a good one.
Before I draw, why don't you all drop a comment on what you would like for it to be?
Yeah, what would you like to win?
What would you like to win?
There's lots of options in here, y'all. There's a lot of stuff.
I just sounded like Tanner. I said,
woohoo! Sometimes it just comes out.
We also have, so we didn't dress up today.
No.
But our plan is, we're
gonna be dressing up. We're gonna have some costumes the next week.
We're gonna have some costumes.
Definitely next week. So keep an eye out for that.
Okay. Maker, I see maker, candy, anything fancy.
Okay, candy. Wow. Okay, we can meet that need.
Sublimation, we can send you some candy.
Oh.
Sublimation
a screen printing kit. That's a good one.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Okay.
Okay, are you all ready? It's a big one.
That's a big mama. Okay.
Drum roll,
dun, dun, dun.
please. A Cricut maker! Yay!
That's a huge prize for the first day.
That is a huge prize for the first day.
That's like a good omen or something. That's a good prize. Yay, I'm so glad.
So to win the Cricut maker, what you're gonna have to do is you are going to comment if you have been live here, where we will try to go through our live comments.
Yes.
Or drop us a comment on the recorded video as well. Like even if you've been here live, go back and just drop a comment on the recorded video. That way you'll have, we know for sure, because we go through our live and recorded comments. So
it's got to be before 10 tomorrow.
Before 10 a.m. tomorrow, if you drop a comment on the our recorded video, or if you've been here live, then you have a chance to win a Cricut maker. And
so exciting.
We will probably give that away at the top of the show.
Yeah, we'll just get it over with, and that way we'll be doing another one tomorrow. We're going to be doing them all, the whole Halloween. We're giving away prizes. So make sure if you don't have the post notifications on, to turn them on. That way you can tune in, leave a comment, dip out, or watch the whole thing. We would like for you to watch the entire video.
Absolutely.
So, all right, I guess that's it.
If anyone has any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Which right now everybody's dropping comments. So
it's like boom, 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 boom,
if
boom.
you have a question that we missed, I'm going to, I remember we had questions about heat setting, like if you use a heat press, what is the time and temperature? Literally, as soon as we walk out that door, I'm going to go turn our heat press on. We're going to try to get that figured out for you guys. I will drop that in the Facebook group once we have that done, once I've figured all that out. So if you are not a member, you can email us at hi@makersgonnalearn.com. However, if you're not, we would absolutely love to have you here with our Makers Gonna Learn family.
Yes.
We are running our fall sale. It is $30 off our yearly member. Listen, y'all, right now is the time to jump in. Yeah. You can be a monthly member and get all the perks. You did just miss out on our monthly member sale, though. It ended yesterday. So if you want to be a monthly member, you don't have the money to go yearly, you can do that for $20 a month. You still get all the perks, but jumping in right now as a yearly member gets you access to our yearly member summit, which is October the 1st, so literally a month from today.
Yay! Yes, and it's Christmas.
Yes, we are doing Christmas all day. Yes. So
a whole day of crafting.
And where I was going at with that is if you want to know the heat settings, I'm going to drop that in our Facebook. Our Facebook group is a member-only perk.
Yeah.
We have a lot of sharing, a lot of encouragement that's shared in the member-only. We answer questions.
Yeah.
So we love everything about it.
It's a good time, everybody. Yay. And we're making leather pennant flag, like little banners for your kids for their trick-or-treat bags.
Yes.
They're so cute. So that's what we're making tomorrow. We'll be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and it's going to be Tanner and Lauren. So make sure you guys tune in and watch that, and we will see y'all then.
Sounds good. Bye guys.